You're listening to the Cool Audio Podcast, your escape into the world of stories, sounds, and imagination. Whether you're driving, chilling at home, or just need a moment to unplug, we've got a story just for you. So sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. Ahem, Melody coughed awkwardly. She knew Rory was an extrovert, but she was still surprised at her sudden action. Was she going to take him, then and there? Lin Heng actually reacted pretty quickly. After Rory pushed him over, her lips just about touched his, he came back to his senses, pushed her away, and stood up. "Big brother Lin, I really like you. Do you have the guts to date me?" Rory confessed persistently. "Wow, this is so—" Melody was bewildered by what Rory just did and said, "Ahem, you've done this to Heng 7 times now. I feel bad for him," Lin Heng's friend interrupted, and Melody almost spat out her beer. "I don't care the number of times, I will never give up," Rory glared at the man. "Rory, stop it!" Lin Heng scanned Rory's face icily and headed towards the door, wanting to leave. "I won't let you walk out of this door if you refuse to be my boyfriend." Rory was sad that she was being rejected again, so she ran up to the door and blocked Lin Heng's way. "Should you also say that the mountains are mine, the trees are also mine," Melody reminded her with a smile. "Yes, that's a good idea. The mountains are mine, the trees are mine, and you are also mine." "Ahem," Lin Heng's friend coughed. How desperate was Rory? Wasn't it enough that she confessed her feelings for Lin Heng in front of them? The good news was, Lin Heng was a calm person. Any other man would have freaked out by now. "I told you, we're not suitable for each other," Lin Heng's tone was icy. "No one is perfect for each other in the beginning. We should at least try." "You're not my type." Lin Heng stared emotionlessly at Rory. "Then I can become your type." "Rory, don't be such a child. You're 20 years old. You're a grown-up now. How much longer do you want to play this boring game?" "Until you agree to be my boyfriend?" "I will never agree. I've never liked you." Then, Lin Heng pushed Rory to the side violently and opened the door to leave. "You're such an a-hole! Lin Heng!" Finally, Rory fell to the ground in defeat and began to cry. "Rory, are you okay?" "Lin Heng, F you, I swear that one day I will appear on your household register. If you don't marry me, I'll marry your dad and make you call me Mom." Upon hearing this, Melody couldn't help but laugh. "Rory, calm down." "How can I be calm? Didn't you see that my man ran away? Go chase him back for me." Rory pushed Melody, and the latter had no choice but to go looking for Lin Heng. "Wait, Lin Heng, wait." "What?" Lin Heng frowned. He stopped and turned around to face Melody. "Lin Heng, Rory's your friend. You shouldn't have been so mean to her." "So what was I supposed to do? Let her forced into me?" "Haha, she would never forced into you. She was just kidding around, don't be angry." "This isn't something to joke about. I don't understand why you can laugh about it," Lin Heng said as he scanned over Melody's face. "Lin Heng, you really hurt Rory's feelings. Don't you still want to be friends with her?" Melody tried once again. "I don't care. I really don't understand what Rory likes about you. You're a piece of wood." "Me neither." Then the two of them looked quietly at each other. Just as Melody was about to say something else, Justin and his clients walked into the hallway they were in. "Why are you still here?" Justin asked angrily. Why wasn't she home yet? Why was she doing God knows what with some other man? What a coincidence, President Cooper. Melody wasn't sure if she should be laughing or crying. Why in the world did she keep running into Justin and was scolded by him each time? "It is a coincidence. Your nightlife seems very exciting." Justin looked at her with disdain. Seeing this, Lin Heng immediately turned around to leave. "Wait, Lin Heng!" Melody wanted to catch up to him, but Justin had quickly grabbed her by the wrist. "Stop right there." "President Cooper, I need to bring him back, or else—" "Is he your boyfriend?" Justin asked. "No, he's not." "Then shouldn't you act with a little more reserve? How can you become a celebrity if you don't pay attention to your public image and get caught with some blackmail material?" Justin wondered why Melody, who seemed like a good girl and never did anything over the line, was acting this way. Didn't Chloe discipline her at all? "President Cooper, it's not what you think, okay?" "Forget it. Go home right now." "I will, I promise." "Wait for me outside. I'll drop you off." "What?" Melody's eyeballs almost dropped out. Don't try to trick me. I need to drop you off myself. Oh, and I will be telling Chloe about this, Justin spat angrily. Yes, he wanted to complain to Chloe about her cousin. What kind of woman is this? Melody felt wronged but couldn't say anything. If she told Justin that Rory brought her here, he would be mad at her, no? Although she didn't know what kind of relationship they had, Melody could tell that Rory didn't treat Justin with respect. Did something bad happen between them in the past? After some thought, Melody decided that she shouldn't tell Justin that Rory was here as well. Therefore, with her head down, she slumped her way out of the karaoke place. President Cooper? Is she your girlfriend? Justin's client wondered. Why else would Justin look at her like that? No, he's my friend's cousin. My friend told me to watch over her. Oh, I see. She's pretty. Do you think I can… The middle-aged man paused on purpose. I'm sorry, President Song. My friend's cousin is the same as my cousin. Okay then, I understand. The middle-aged man changed the subject upon hearing Justin's immediate refusal. After Anne sent off Justin's client, Justin got onto his black Lamborghini and quickly drove up to Melody. Good evening, President Cooper. Melody tried to suck up. If she succeeded, Justin might let her off the hook. Bad evening. Get in, Justin responded with a dark expression on his face. Do I have to get in? Melody asked with a pout. What do you think? Justin glared at her. Finally, Melody had no choice but to get in. Once she sat down, she discreetly sent Rory a message telling her that she was with Justin and that she should be careful. Feeling awkward for the 100th time tonight, Melody began playing a popular game on her phone. Justin tilted his head and almost exploded from fury. How do you have the heart to play games right now? What else should I do? Should I cry and ask for your forgiveness? Can't you be a normal person? Justin wondered why this girl's brain and actions were always so unique. President Cooper, don't overestimate me. I'm just a minnow in the sea. A white shark like you shouldn't pay too much attention to me. President Cooper, aren't you the one with too much free time? Shouldn't you be thinking about what to buy Chloe as a birthday present? Why are you here interfering with your employees' nightlife? Does the entire world know that it's Chloe's birthday? Justin asked with surprise. She did the exact same thing as Anne. They both used Chloe's birthday as an excuse. Chloe's so nice to everyone. Although she didn't tell anyone, people still know. The truth was, Melody only found out that it was Chloe's birthday after Mrs. Cooper told her. Mrs. Cooper had bought Chloe a present as a thank you and wanted Melody to give it to Chloe. However, she refused. Why would she take something she couldn't afford and give it to someone else? She wasn't that prideful. This was what she said to Justin's mother. Auntie Cooper, I don't think Chloe would care about the monetary value of the gifts she receives. I'm a student, and I don't have the money to buy expensive presents, so I don't think it's a good idea to take your present and give it to Chloe, pretending that it's mine. I'd rather buy her something with my own allowance. Upon hearing this, Justin's mother agreed. In the end, she stopped trying to convince Melody into giving the Burberry scarf to Chloe. Keeping in mind Chloe's birthday, Melody brought it up to change the subject. Luckily, it worked. What are you giving her? Justin asked curiously. Guess. Melody smiled mysteriously. Justin felt speechless. Never mind me. Rich people like you won't care about my gift. It's not expensive, but it's from my heart. Chloe's been so great to me. Don't sound so serious. Did you receive the invitation? Justin asked on purpose. Invitation? As expected, Melody didn't know. My friend Max is throwing Chloe a birthday party on a cruise ship. Max's fiancée, Avery, is Chloe's sister-in-law. We're all very close. The party was actually Avery's idea. You won't be able to attend without an invitation. So what? I need to go with you to get in, Melody asked calmly. Do you think I'd take you? Justin rolled his eyes at her. You're driving me home at this hour, so why not be the good guy all the way? I'm not a good guy, Justin argued. If you're going to act like this, then I really need to have a good talk with the woman staying at the orthopedic VIP recovery room at Southside. Melody laughed. F, are you threatening me? Justin was dumbfounded. I don't have the guts to threaten you. I just want to make friends with that pretty woman, Melody said calmly as she played her game. Furious, Justin burst out in laughter. You're the most shameless woman I've ever met. Thank you for the compliment. I will continue to thrive. If you keep acting like this, no man in the world will want to marry you, Justin warned. You're the pot, and I'm the kettle. Furious, Justin turned his attention back onto the road ahead. It seemed like she would stuff a metaphorical sock in his mouth every time they had a conversation. Soon, Justin parked his car outside Melody's dorm. Why didn't you ask me to drop you off at a distance? Justin wondered. I'm not an idiot. In the past, I was worried other people would talk. But now, other people will talk even if you don't drop me off. So, Melody was referring to the time Justin forgave her and Rory. Olive and Yaru were so embarrassed and angry that they began to spread rumors about herself, Rory, and Justin. Some even pegged Melody and Rory as Justin's mistresses. Melody was speechless. She even promised herself that next time she heard someone say something like his, she would refute them. Justin was more than 30 years old. How much stamina did he need to have 2 mistresses? You sure have a lot to say. Get off. Justin waved his hand impatiently. Before she left, he added, Don't talk shit to Elsie or else I'll kill you. Oh, her name is Elsie? I'll remember that, Melody responded slowly. Once again, Justin felt speechless. This girl was so weird. Furious, Justin stepped on the gas pedal and drove off, leaving Melody laughing like an idiot. Since when did her life goal change into bullying the big boss? She thought with surprise. On his way home, Little Bean video chatted Justin. Captain Cooper, we're at Uncle Cruz's mansion. Come join us for hot pot. What time is it? Aren't you on a diet? Justin asked with a laugh. I can't start dieting until I have the strength to, Little Bean argued. Seeing that Justin didn't agree, Little Bean added, Come, we need to strategize. About what? Justin asked. He knew what Little Bean wanted to talk about, but pretended he didn't. My mommy's birthday, of course. Uncle Cruz and Auntie Dawson said they want to give Mommy a big surprise this year. Okay, wait for me. I'll be right there. Justin immediately made a U-turn and headed towards Max's mansion. Only Max, Avery, and the twins were at his mansion. The housekeeper had already prepared all the fixins for the hot pot. Sir, it's ready. We're waiting for a friend. Let me ask the driver to take you home. Okay. After telling his driver where to drive the housekeeper, he returned to the living room to join the others. Sis, do you love me? Little Bean leaned towards Pudding. No. You'll make me very sad if you say that. Little Bean pouted cutely. That doesn't work on me. I know you want something. Don't worry. No matter what it is, I'll refuse. Pudding responded faintly. Aren't we supposed to be sisters? Why are you so heartless? Don't put those moves on me. They won't work, Pudding said as she played with her phone. Sis, you're so rich. Can you lend me some money? No. But if you don't lend me any money, I won't be able to buy Mommy a birthday present. You don't have to. I will. But that's your money. We're Mommy's daughters. Why do you get to give her a present and I don't? What would Mommy think? If you're not happy about the situation, go make your own money. Little Bean. Dina, you're going to regret being so mean to me. She was furious that her sister wouldn't lend her any money. However, she immediately ran up to Avery. Auntie Dawson? Yes? What do you plan on giving Mommy? It's a secret. Haha, I don't actually want to know. I was just wondering if you could lend... Nope, Avery refused with a smile. Auntie Dawson, you can't do this to me. If I lend you money, you're going to use it on snacks and dessert. I'm not that much of a foodie, Little Bean argued. Yes, you are, Pudding and Avery responded at the same time. Uncle Cruz, they're bullying me. You're the only one I have left. Little Bean quickly changed her target yet again. Don't worry. If the entire world abandons you, I will too. After all, I don't love you, Max interrupted. Little Bean felt mentally damaged. She sat on the couch, pouting like someone had taken her candy. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Little Bean immediately ran up to the door, got on her tippy toes, and opened the door. She ran into Justin's arms as soon as she saw him. Handsome Cooper, you're finally here! They're all bad people. They keep bullying me. Haha, why are you guys bullying Little Bean again? Justin picked Little Bean up and gave her a hug. She wants to borrow money from us and we all refused, Pudding explained. Why do you want to borrow money? I want to buy Mommy a present. You don't have to get her anything. Little Bean wanted to ask Justin for money, but his brief comment stuffed Pudding's unvoiced request right back down her throat. Ha ha, handsome Cooper. I love your sense of humor. Pudding laughed, knowing that Justin did it on purpose. You guys suck, Little Bean huffed. I'll ask Daddy for money then. Don't worry, Daddy will refuse as well. Then I'll go ask Ethan. Finally, Little Bean brought out Ethan, her comrade. Forget it. Ethan can't even afford a cake with his allowance. His parents have the tightest purse strings, Max joked. No, you don't know him. Max may not have money, but he can borrow some from Kenneth. His family is rich, and Auntie Victoria is very generous when it comes to Kenneth. Little Bean glanced at Pudding, and she laughed evilly. What do you think, Pudding? Max asked on purpose. Kenneth won't lend money to Ethan because I put all his money in the stock market. What the F? Max was bewildered. Pudding was the winner of life. How did she manage to take her boyfriend's money and invest it? Upon hearing Pudding's remarks, Little Bean stood up from her seat and exclaimed, Dina, from now onwards, I don't love you anymore. It's not like I'll turn into Queen Elizabeth if you love me, Pudding responded with disdain. Handsome Cooper, they're all bad people who won't lend me money. I only have you now. Little Bean turned her attention back to Justin. Okay, good girl, don't look so sad. I'll lend you however much you want. I can even give you Imperial Star. Justin laughed. I'm not that greedy, really. But seriously, I don't know what to buy Mommy yet. I'll ask you for money once I know what present to buy. Okay. Justin rubbed Little Bean's cute little head. Avery and Max called Justin over to plan Chloe's birthday party. That evening, on the other side of town, Zuri's heart was in a mess after her encounter with Case the other day. She couldn't sleep, so she went to the municipal bureau, where Victoria was on duty. Victoria, do you have time to talk? Sure. Victoria could guess what Zuri wanted to talk about. The latter's entire world seemed to revolve around a man called Case. It was like this when they were married, and it was still like this, even after they got divorced. Victoria, I'm a mess these days. Because of Case? Victoria poured 2 cups of coffee and placed one of them in front of Zuri, who nodded her head without hesitation. You can't get over him, Victoria said as a statement rather than a question. You're right. So, what do you want to do? Get back together with him? I thought about it, but my parents and brother... Those aren't reasons. What you want is the only thing you should consider. Victoria interrupted. Victoria, the truth is, I don't know what to do either. I thought we could go back to being happy. Case has never treated me as well as he treats me now. I can't lie and tell myself that I'm not touched by his gestures. My mom told me that he's just lonely and that I shouldn't trust him. But he's rich and powerful. If he's really lonely, he can get whoever he wants. Why would he hover over me? I trust that he still loves me. Then what are you struggling about? Zuri pursed her lips but didn't respond. You're scared of Brenny? Dr. Victoria was sure to the point. How should I put it? I'm not scared of her. I'm just exhausted from her harassment throughout the years. Zuri sighed helplessly. In the past, she would definitely fight for Case. Back then, she was filled with willpower. She could be overbearing and domineering. But now, she was a different woman. She wanted a peaceful life, and even wanted to be more like Chloe. She didn't want competition, nor did she want to fight. Chloe never had to fight over anything, but she had everything. Her way of life had influenced Zuri so much that she didn't want to keep up her competition with Brenny. However, she didn't want to throw Case, the man she loved, away. That was why she couldn't decide. Victoria, you and Chloe are the smartest people I know, and you're both happily married. I'm sure you have good advice to tell me, so can you help me and tell me what to do? Victoria could tell that Zuri was in pain. Why else would she come to look for her when she was on duty? She could fully wait until she went back home. Zuri, I don't have any siblings, and I've treated you like my own sister ever since I married your brother. I know, Zuri nodded. Technically, I agree with your brother. First, he's my husband, and I should be on his side. Second, we're your family, and we don't want to see you in pain. We all remember what Case did to you when you were married, so it's normal that we don't want you to sink deeper. Trying to persuade you into giving up is our way of loving you. I understand that, Victoria. You guys care about me more than anyone. But relationships aren't explainable through logic. Although you've become mild-tempered and grew up a lot since your divorce, you haven't dated at all. This means you're still not over him. If you like him, no one, not me, not your brother, not even your parents can stop you. We want you to be happy. But like you said, dating is fireworks and lust, while marriage is a testament of everyday life. If Brenny doesn't disappear, she will forever stand between you and Case like a bloody wound. Moreover, you also have to deal with the child Brenny left behind. Case isn't a bad person, but unlike your brother Justin and Jack, he's too indecisive and is overly sympathetic. So he is the origin of everything that's happened so far. Yeah, Hurricane Brenny happened because he felt bad for her. So you shouldn't be the one who is struggling, and you shouldn't be so passive. Case should be doing something about all this. I don't understand what you mean. Let me put it like this. If Case can get rid of Brenny himself, then you guys might get back together. However, if he continues to be indecisive, you should give up, even if it hurts you. After all, being harassed is a nightmare, and you don't want to live life like that. That pain will be worse than you giving up on this relationship. Thanks, Victoria. I think I understand now. You're definitely smarter than I am. It's not that complicated. You're stuck in the mess, so that's why you're confused. It's not your fault. I'll listen to your advice. If he can't deal with this, then I'm giving up. Good. Okay then. Thanks for talking to me. I have lunch reservations with a friend. I'll get out of your hair now. Drive safe. Victoria, I heard Chloe's birthday party is going to be amazing. Max is planning the party. I have too much work on my hands, so I didn't really ask about it. What's up? Did you want to come? Yeah, I was hoping to get an invitation. Back then, when I was being unreasonable, I clashed with Chloe. I haven't seen her many times over the years, so I never really asked for her forgiveness. This is the perfect opportunity to tell her that I'm sorry. Chloe won't mind. She's a generous person, Victoria smiled. I know, but I feel bad. Anyways, please get me an invitation. I will. After her talk with Victoria, Zuri felt much better. Her pain had eased significantly. At the same time, inside the private room of some club. What do you want? Shoot. Don't worry. I'll make sure Zuri and Case don't end up together. Brenny smiled viciously. I know that, the man replied impatiently. I didn't ask you to come here because of them. I need help with something else. F you. Why should I help you? Who do you think you are? The man obviously detested Brenny. His tone was extremely disrespectful. Do you really want me to tell people who helped me get out? If this fails, Case, Zuri, Justin, and Jack will all hunt you down. You stupid batch! How dare you threaten me? Calm down. Let's talk business. I need an invitation to Chloe's birthday party, Brenny said, taking a puff out of her cigarette. The smile on her face looked creepier than ever. What are you planning to do? The man asked. He had a bad feeling. Mind your own beeswax. I have old business with Chloe. Even if you get in, do you really think you'll have a chance to do anything to her? Have you done your homework? She has a bunch of skilled bodyguards following her 24/7. On the day of her birthday, the ship is going to be so secure that not even a mosquito can get it. Do you think you'll succeed? You're wrong. I'm not going to do anything to her on the ship. Then why do you want an invitation? The man questioned. That's my business. Just get it done, okay? Brenny, did you forget who calls the shots here? If it weren't for me, you'll still be stuck in the psych ward. How dare you order me around? I'm not ordering you around. We're partners benefiting off each other. Don't forget what I've done for you. Brenny smiled. After work that day, Case headed towards the underground parking lot. He held his phone tightly, wondering what to do. He really wanted to ask Zuri out to dinner. Even if they couldn't be together, he at least wanted to see her and enjoy a meal with her. But after some thought, he decided not to send her a message. He deleted the multiple drafts that he had typed in and walked towards his Porsche. As soon as he got in his car, he detected the scent of a pungent perfume that didn't belong to him. He recognized the brand. Because of the smell, the perfume didn't sell well. However, a select few enjoyed this scent. Trying to find the source of the smell, Case turned around and froze in his seat. He saw Brenny sitting in the back seat. She was wearing makeup and wearing a low-cut cocktail dress. "How did you get in here?" Case asked, his expression dark. "Case, did you forget that I have the keys to your car? Back when you still loved me? I had the keys to everything. You used to treat me like a princess and even yelled at Zuri for me." "What happened? Are you sick of my body? Don't tell me Zuri's changed and she's now better in bed than I am. You can't resist her anymore?" Brenny said as she laughed eerily. "Brenny, you disgust me." "Oh yeah? Why didn't you feel like that when your body was on top of mine? Are men all like this? Use women and then cast them aside?" "You know that wasn't the case with us." Case looked at her in all seriousness. "Stop pretending, Case. You're not good at commitment. You knew I liked you but still married Zuri because it was beneficial to your family. After you got married, you didn't like Zuri and felt bad for me, so you cheated on her with me. Then you got sick of me and Tiani and went back to Zuri. You can never be as devoted as Justin and Jack, not even Max. They're all better than you. All I see when I look at you is a piece of scum." "Are you done?" Case felt emotionless. No matter how vicious Brenny's words were, they were all true. "I'm not. You're a piece of scum. You're the worst," Brenny continued. Case smiled helplessly. Then, he said something under his breath that made Brenny freeze on her seat. He said, "Brenny, so what if I'm a piece of scum? I gave you and your daughter the last speck of hope. If I didn't protect you, Andrew would have chopped you up into 1,000,000 pieces, and your daughter wouldn't have had the chance to leave the country. It's ironic, isn't it? You call me a piece of scum, but what about you? Every single person in your family is as spiteful as can be. They all died ugly deaths while trying to hurt other people. Chloe was so nice to you, yet you repeatedly tried to hurt her. You're almost 30 years old, yet you don't have friends nor family. Seriously, am I really the piece of scum here?" Upon hearing this, Brenny's eyes turned red. She was surprised. "Case, when did you learn to poke people where it hurts? Why should you be the only one allowed to do so? Brenny, stop with the double standards. You keep measuring me with such high standards, while measuring yourself with such low ones. Don't you see something wrong with that? If my standards weren't low, I would never have climbed into bed with you. Stop trying to morally kidnap me and make me feel bad because of what's happened in the past. I don't owe you anything. I was good to you and Tiani, and I continued to treat her like my own and sent her to study abroad after what you did to me. You don't have to thank me, but you shouldn't hate me. Stop harassing me. Let me remember the good things about you. The only thing I did wrong was I didn't see you clearly. I didn't know how ambitious you were. The only person I've wronged is Zuri. I owe her too much. You've loved me for years? Zuri and I have known each other since kindergarten, yet I never treasured her." "Ha, is that why you want her back? Does she even want you back? I wonder how many times she's done it with Gavin. Is that considered cheating?" Don't assume other people are like you. You may be evil, but it doesn't mean the entire world is evil. Shut up, Case. I'm not here to bicker with you. I need money. Transfer $1 million into my bank account. Why should I? Case felt incredibly speechless. If you don't give me the money, I'll continue to harass Zuri. I'll ruin her reputation no matter where she goes. Brenny knew how much Case cared about Zuri, so she used this as leverage. You're despicable. Of course he didn't want her to harass Zuri. Brenny had brought too much pain and suffering onto Zuri. She was like a nightmare that never ended. Do you think I'm an ATM machine? That I'll give you money for the rest of my life? No. If you give me $1 million right now, I'll never ask you for money again. You sure this is the last time you will ask me for money? Yes. Once I'm done, I'll leave and never harass anyone you date ever again. You can be with whoever you want, and it will have nothing to do with me. Case thought about it for a moment and wrote her a check for $1 million. Thanks, honey. You're still so generous. Brenny gave the check a little kiss and got off Case's car with a smile on her face. Then Case drove off. Oh, what should I do? You're such an idiot. Why can't you learn from Jack and Justin? No wonder even I don't love you anymore. You fool. Brenny laughed at Case as she watched his car disappear into the distance. The next morning, at South Hill Manor. Dr. Green, you're off today, right? What are your plans? Jack asked during breakfast. Why, you want to ask me out? Chloe made a cute face at her husband. Come on, Mom and Dad, can you guys not be so cutsy-tootsy during breakfast? We haven't even eaten yet. Little Bean objected in all seriousness as she reached out for a glass of milk. Jack and Chloe smiled at each other. The latter then glanced over at Pudding. Learn from your sister. Look how calm she is. I'm not single, so I'm okay with this, Pudding explained. Come on, I'm not single either. You guys are bullying me again. I'm going to Auntie Sarah's to play today. Seems like our daughter is growing up fast. Honey, you need to ask Noah for an engagement gift. I'll call him later today, Jack replied cooperatively. Daddy, don't you feel bad asking them for an engagement gift when you're so rich? Uncle Noah may be the director of the municipal bureau, but he's making next to nothing. Auntie Sarah can't even buy bags with his salary. So, what you're saying is we should let them marry you without a gift? Chloe rolled her eyes on purpose. No, Mommy. Little Bean not only doesn't want an engagement gift from Uncle Ace's family, she wants you to give a gift to them, Pudding explained. Pudding's right. Daddy, when you marry me out, can you give me a Bugatti Veyron? I like the orange version, Little Bean chuckled. Do I look like a Bugatti Veyron to you? Mr. Dawson asked with a serious look on his face, and Chloe burst out in laughter. Pudding. Great answer, Daddy. Little Bean. Ha ha, Daddy, you need to loosen the purse strings a little. You have so much money that you'll never finish spending it. Why can't I have some? Jack responded without thinking. The money I have will be saved up so your little brother has money to find a wife. Little Bean. Oh, I almost forgot about Scapegoat Dawson. Chloe was confused. Who's Scapegoat Dawson? The one in your belly, Pudding reminded Chloe, and the latter asked, Why is he Scapegoat Dawson? Because he will be our scapegoat for a very long time, Little Bean answered matter-of-factly. Chloe felt speechless. She then rubbed her belly. Don't come out yet. Let's give it another 3 years. Ha ha, Mommy. What do you think you're pregnant with? 3 years? He can't wait that long. Little Bean burst out in laughter. No bullying your little brother. Chloe was very protective. We won't. He'll have to take over the business like Daddy. Grandpa and Grandma said that the women in our family are in charge of being beautiful and spending money while the men are in charge of making money. How did I not know about this? Chloe wasn't sure whether to laugh or cry. Honey, I'm going to head to work now. You're going to Sky Blessing Court today, right? Be careful. Yep, I'm taking the twins and the guards with me, so don't worry. Call me anytime you need something. Sure, honey, but I'm curious about something. What is it? Jack's gaze landed on Chloe. Isn't it my birthday soon? Yes, so? So did you get me a present? Chloe asked shamelessly. Come on, Mommy. You can't just demand a present from Daddy. Isn't that too shameless? Little Bean immediately said. Mommy, you shouldn't be so blunt. Your husband might feel pressure, Pudding chimed in. He's my husband. Why can't I ask him? My husband is also paying all the bills for you two. You guys shouldn't say anything, Chloe rebutted. Jack tilted his head. After some thought, he asked, So, honey, what do you want as a birthday present? Can I ask for anything? Chloe asked mysteriously. Mommy, don't be so greedy. What is Daddy going to do if you want the stars in the sky? Little Bean said in favor of Jack. That's simple. Daddy can buy a rocket and take Mommy on a trip around the galaxy, Pudding responded. Haha, forget it. I don't have the courage to ride a rocket. I actually don't want anything. We have everything already. I'm happy as long as our family is happy. I need to head to work now. Be careful, okay? Seeing that Chloe didn't say what she wanted, Jack looked down at his watch. He needed to leave on time to avoid being stuck in traffic. After Jack left, Chloe packed some stuff and got the twins ready to go to Sky Blessing Court. The twins wore different colored outfits today. Pudding wore a white shirt and black skirt, while Little Bean wore a black shirt and white skirt. Mommy, your arrangement is weird. We look like country girls, Little Bean said as she tugged on her sleeve. Don't worry, I might not be a fashionista, but I can handle children's outfits. But we look rustic. Don't you think so, sis? Little Bean turned to Pudding, who laughed. I think I look fine. Your appearance is what matters. If you look rustic, the clothes you wear will look rustic on you as well. Come on, stop bashing on me. Sis, you don't love me anymore, now that you have your own company and can make money in the stock market now, do you? Seriously, I've never loved you. What are you talking about? Don't you guys ever get sick of bickering? Chloe interrupted. We're going to bicker for the rest of our lives. Isn't that great? Little Bean replied happily. Chloe was speechless. As they were about to leave, Chloe received a message from Melody. Sister Chloe, are you there? I am. We have the day off today. Do you have time? I want to treat you to lunch. I'm on my way to my mother's with the twins. Oh, bad timing. Let me treat you some other day then. Melody, you don't have to, really. I know you don't make much money. You're living alone in an unfamiliar city, so you'll need as much financial help as you can. You don't have to treat me to anything. It's the thought that matters, really. Don't worry about it, Chloe. I really like you as a person. Oh, right. I heard your birthday party is going to be on a cruise ship? How did you know? Chloe didn't tell anyone about her birthday. She didn't want to seem like she was asking other people for presents. Justin told me. He and his big mouth, Chloe muttered awkwardly. Sister Chloe, can you give me an invitation? I want to come. Of course, but you have to promise me one thing, Chloe bargained. Sure. You can come yourself or with your friends, but no presents, okay? Okay, Melody agreed without hesitation. I'm being serious. All my friends will be there, and I told them I'm not accepting gifts this year, so please don't get me anything, okay? She emphasized, not wanting to put pressure on Melody. I know, Sister Chloe. Plus, I won't even know what to buy you since I can't afford the things you would use anyways, so I promise I won't get you anything. Good, just come and have fun. Chloe wondered if Justin would feel less lonely if Melody came. Maybe something would happen between them. I will. Thanks, Chloe. After their brief conversation, Chloe put down her phone. Mommy, who is she? Mommy, is that your new friend? The twins were such gossips. They were interested in everyone on their mother's contact list. Yeah, she's my new friend. What's it to you guys? Ha, we just want to keep an eye out for Handsome Cooper. Little Bean's face beamed. Don't you guys like Elsie? Chloe asked. She thought that the twins' view of Elsie had changed. So what if we like her? Handsome Cooper doesn't. Pudding looked down and analyzed. You're right. Relationships are a two-way street, Chloe explained. Yeah, like you and Daddy, Little Bean immediately added. If everyone in this world married for love, they would all be happy. Anyways, Mommy, don't go so deep with us. We're still young. Little Bean quickly ended the conversation. Chloe smiled without saying anything and lovingly rubbed the twins' heads. It had been 4 years already? Everything felt like a dream. She remembered when she was pregnant with the twins. Jack had disappeared, and Andrew was basically stalking her. To protect her unborn children, she moved in with the Cooper family, but was mentally abused by a lot of people. Things were so bad that a lot of Justin's female fans cursed at her on this online forum. They called her every name in the book. They said that she ran into another man's embrace as soon as her husband died. Some even said that she had been cheating on Jack behind his back for a very long time now, and that Justin was actually the father of her children. 4 years ago, she endured everything. Justin, worried about Chloe, hired people to respond or to take down the comments on the forums. Chloe would forever remember what he had done for her. She couldn't be with him, but she could be his friend forever and help him whenever he was in need. Mommy, what are you thinking about? Little Bean asked, realizing that her mom had dazed out. Nothing. Once we get to Granny's house, you guys need to be good, okay? Granny's old now, she can't catch up to you guys. No running around, got it? Yes, Mommy. Then, the three of them headed towards Sky Blessing Court. When they arrived, Stella and Thomas were making dumplings with Sandra in the dining room. They looked like such a happy family. Hi, Granny, Uncle and Auntie. Although Stella and Thomas hadn't officially gotten married now, they were betrothed. The twins really liked Stella. She worked under Chloe for years, and was loyal and hardworking. "Look who's here! Come here, let me take a look at you guys." Thomas loved his nieces. He bent down and gave the twins a hug, not even realizing that he still had flour on his hands. "Sister Chloe," Stella greeted Chloe with a smile. "How many have you made? Do you need me?" Chloe asked the bodyguards to put the stuff she bought down. After placing her bag on the coffee table, she rolled up her sleeves to help. "Go away. We don't need you here. You're pregnant. You shouldn't be doing work." Sandra didn't want her to even lift a finger. "Mom, I'm fine. I'm still months away from giving birth. Don't make me sit here and do nothing." "Then go and wash some fruits for us." Okay." Chloe picked up a bag of fruits and headed towards the kitchen. Thomas quietly followed Chloe in. He whispered mysteriously, "Sis, I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?" Chloe rolled her eyes and responded with a smile. Comrade Thomas, can I only listen to the good news?" "You can't have everything, sis. Come on, choose." Thomas may have grown up and become a man, but he was still a cute little brother in front of Chloe. "Fine, I want to listen to the bad news. First bitter, then sweet." Chloe waved her hands. "Stella may be requesting a long-term vacation soon. You should ask Jack to find a new assistant." "Why? Is she quitting?" Thomas was right. Stella leaving was definitely not good news. GK relied on Mark and Stella to deal with the little things. "She's not quitting, she's just going on vacation, haha." Thomas smiled mysteriously. "So what's the good news?" "The good news is Stella's pregnant. We're going to City Hall to register on the day of your birthday. We decided not to hold a ceremony or reception. We want to be discreet. Then, while the fetus is still small enough, we're going to take some time off. She wants to see the Northern Lights, so we're going to Northern Europe." "My God, Thomas, you're going to be a dad!" Chloe almost screamed in excitement. "Yes, Vice Director Green, you're going to be an aunt." "You're not pulling my leg, right? This is really happening?" Chloe was exhilarated by this sudden news. "When have I ever pulled your leg?" Thomas laughed. "This is amazing." "I'm not even sure if Jack will let us go on vacation, so sis, you need to help us out. He has to approve your vacation, even if you guys want to take a few years off." Chloe was happy for Thomas from the bottom of her heart. She had watched Thomas grow up from a boy to a man, from a student to an elite businessman. He may not be the best of the best, but he had always worked hard to make his sister and mother proud. "Mom doesn't know yet. We'll tell her after the first 3 months since she's superstitious." "Okay, sounds good. She'll be super happy as well." Chloe smiled happily. "Pudding and Little Bean will be super excited to have another brother or sister," Thomas said. "Yeah, if we include the one in my belly, our family will be big enough to start a kindergarten." The siblings continued to laugh in the kitchen. Stella heard Chloe laugh and sighed. Chloe hasn't smiled so happily in such a long time. Yeah, she was incredibly mature growing up. Back then, I wondered how someone like Timothy and I could give birth to someone as smart and calm as Chloe, Sandra said proudly. "Mom, are you talking about me?" Chloe was heading back into the dining room when she heard what Sandra said. "I said you're smart and calm. These traits are definitely not in our family's DNA. I wonder what the Green family did to have someone as amazing as you." Back in the day, Timothy tricked Sandra into giving birth to Chloe, but she couldn't marry Timothy because of Evelyn. However, Sandra never regretted giving birth to Chloe. She was a gift from God. "Mom, would you still love me the way you do if I weren't your daughter?" Chloe suddenly asked. Everyone looked up upon hearing this question. "What kind of question is that?" Sandra couldn't help but burst into laughter. She thought Chloe was joking. "Sis, did you think Mom got you for free at the market?" Thomas laughed as well. "Come on, it was a hypothetical. What if someone swapped me out at the hospital after I was born?" Chloe asked carefully. "Sis, have you been watching too many TV dramas these days? Your imagination is shocking. Mom said you weighed 10 pounds when you were born. How could you have been swapped?" "Ha ha, Mommy. You were fat when you were born? No wonder I'm chubby." Little Bean howled in laughter. "That's not the same, okay? I was born like that. You made yourself like that," Chloe argued. "Who cares about the process? The result of us both being chubby is the only important factor here," Little Bean argued back. Little Bean, you sure are smart. Thomas couldn't help but run up to Little Bean and kiss her forehead. Thomas, you should give Pudding a kiss too. Equal treatment, okay? Stella was worried that Pudding would be jealous, so she reminded Thomas. However, to their surprise, Pudding reached out and made a stop gesture before Thomas even reached her. Uncle, I know you love me, and it's the thought that counts, but please don't kiss me. It's weird. Pudding is a germaphobe. She wipes her face even after Daddy kisses her, Little Bean added. Go away. Don't try to start a fire here. I just feel like I'm too old for kisses. It's childish, Pudding said. But you are a child. Pudding, you're not even 5 years old, Thomas said. Even so, I don't want to do anything childish. It's okay, Uncle, I won't get mad. You can kiss Little Bean all you want. Get some saliva on her for all I care. Ha, Pudding, you're doing this to me on purpose again. Saliva? Little Bean rolled her eyes. Soon the dumplings were ready, and they all sat around the dining table to eat. As for Chloe's hypothetical question, Sandra didn't answer, and Chloe didn't want to keep asking. It seemed like everyone treated it like a joke. But Chloe knew that one day, everyone would find out. One day down the road, Fiona and her dad will live with her. She was constantly looking forward to that day, no matter how far it may seem now. Imperial Star Trainee Dorm. Rory arrived home late that evening. She seemed to be in a bad mood. Welcome back. Rory was smoking a cigarette when Melody came out of the bathroom with a face mask on. What's wrong? Melody, why doesn't Lin Hang like me? I don't know enough about him, but he seems weird, Melody commented wholeheartedly. Yeah, he is. But I like weird people. Normal people are boring. Okay, you have weird taste. Melody smiled as she looked down at her phone. How are things between you and Justin? Rory coughed after taking another puff of her cigarette. What do you mean? Stop pretending. I can tell Justin treats you differently. Tell me, do you guys have feelings for each other? Rory smiled as if she knew she was on to something. I really don't. Melody immediately waved her hands in denial. Didn't he drive you back the other night? Yeah, but it's because he doesn't want me to drag down the company's reputation, Melody explained. Do you really think Justin cares about that? You're a celebrity who's barely popular with nothing on your schedule. How are you going to drag down the company's reputation? Plus, he didn't even say anything back when Kira was around and there were rumors against him. Stop making excuses, okay? It's not what you think. I think he takes care of me because of Sister Chloe. You know she was the one who referred me here. Melody shook her head. She sincerely thought that was the reason. I guess you have a point. Justin is usually normal unless a matter involves Dr. Green. Oh, right, it's almost her birthday. I heard young Master Cruz is planning it. Are you going? I am. Sister Chloe's been great to me. Although I can't do anything to repay her at this moment, I still want to show my gratitude. I won't have anything to do. Let's go together. I have money. I'll buy her a present. No, it's okay. I'll buy my own present. You don't have to do that. Melody knew Rory was rich. However, she would never use her money to buy someone else a present. Don't be like that. You're my own friend. I want to help out. Even so, we can be friends, but let's not bring money into our relationship. Melody didn't want to step over the line. I never realized how mature you are, despite your young age. I was brought up this way. My mom is super serious about morals. I'm jealous. Rory looked at Melody with a complicated expression. Melody had a feeling that Rory's family background was quite complicated. They've been living together for a while now, but no one in her family had called. She just received a huge amount of money every month. Once, when Rory was in the shower, her phone rang. When Melody handed it to her, she glanced at an incoming text. It was an e-transfer of $100,000. As two 20-something-year-olds, $100,000 was a lot of money. Moreover, Rory seemed to know Justin very well. Melody was almost 100% sure that Rory was just pretending to be a good-for-nothing. She was probably from a super-rich family. Of course, Melody didn't confront her about this because, after all, it was a personal matter. Just as they were about to go to bed, Rory's phone rang. As soon as she picked up, an anxious voice said, Rory, something happened to Lin Hang. You need to come right now. Rory immediately jumped out of bed. She quickly noted down the address and got up to leave. Rory, it's late. Where are you going? I need to save Hang. He was arrested. He's at the municipal bureau. It's too late. You shouldn't go by yourself. Let me come with you, Melody said as she got dressed quickly and hurried out with Rory. The girls jumped on a cab as soon as they got downstairs, but it was almost midnight when they arrived at the municipal bureau. Officer, we're Lin Hong's family. We're here to bail him out. Come with me. A police officer brought them into the office. Sir, they claim to be Lin Hong's family members. Which one? The elderly policeman asked, and Rory answered immediately. I am. What is his relationship to you? I'm his girlfriend. Can you ask Lin Hong's mother or father to come? I don't think you can deal with something like this, the officer said in a serious tone. What happened to him? Thanks for tuning in to the Cool Audio Podcast. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a fellow story lover. Until next time, stay cool and keep listening.